Can I ask you something personal? How much would you pay to never stand in a security line again? $50? $100? What if the answer was zero? What if I told you that right now thousands of seniors are walking through airport security in under 5 minutes, keeping their shoes on, their belt on, their laptop in their bag, and they paid absolutely nothing for this privilege? This is not a secret government program for special people. This is something available to you, and chances are you already have access to it without knowing. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how elderly travelers are getting TSA PreCheck completely free. No tricks, no gimmicks, real methods that real people are using right now. And by the time this video ends, you will know exactly which option works best for your situation. My name is Captain Jake. I spent 12 years flying commercial aircraft, and during that time, I watched the same scene play out at every airport. Stressed passengers rushing to make their flights, stuck behind massive security lines, struggling to remove shoes and unpack their bags, only to watch others glide through a separate lane like it was a private entrance. That separate lane is TSA PreCheck, and getting access to it does not have to cost you a penny. Before we dive into the free methods, let me explain why TSA PreCheck matters so much for elderly travelers specifically. The standard security process was designed for speed and efficiency from the government perspective, not for passenger comfort. You are expected to remove your shoes while standing on one foot. You're expected to lift heavy bags onto conveyor belts. You're expected to bend down, reach into bags, pull out laptops, separate liquids, all while a line of impatient people waits behind you. For someone with arthritis, balance issues, or joint problems, this process is not just inconvenient. It can be genuinely painful and potentially dangerous. TSA PreCheck changes everything. You walk through a dedicated lane that typically has little to no weight. Your shoes stay on your feet. Your belt stays around your waist. Your jacket stays on your shoulders. Your laptop and liquids remain inside your bag. You simply walk through the screening area and collect your belongings. The entire process takes minutes instead of the 30 to 45 minutes that regular security can require during busy travel periods. Now here is something fascinating that most people over 75 do not know. The TSA already gives you partial benefits automatically. If you are 75 or older, you can keep your shoes on and leave a light jacket on during regular screening. This modification recognizes that older travelers present lower security risks. However, and this is important, you still wait in the regular line. You still remove laptops. You still separate liquids. You do not get access to the dedicated PreCheck lane. So even with the age-based shoe allowance, full TSA PreCheck membership provides substantially more convenience and time savings. Let me walk you through the first method for getting TSA PreCheck free, and this is the one most people qualify for without realizing it. Check your wallet right now. Do you have a credit card from a major bank? There is a strong chance that card includes TSA PreCheck fee reimbursement as a benefit you have never used. Here is how it works. You apply for TSA PreCheck through the official TSA website. You pay the application fee, which is either $78 through IDEMIA or $85 through Telos, depending on which enrollment provider you choose. Within 1 to 2 billing cycles, your credit card company automatically credits that exact amount back to your account. Net cost to you? $0. Which cards offer this benefit? Let me give you some names. The Chase Sapphire Reserve covers up to $120. The Chase Sapphire Preferred covers up to $100 every 4 years. The American Express Platinum covers the full fee. The Capital One Venture X provides full reimbursement. The Capital One Venture Rewards offers the same. Bank of America. Premium Rewards includes this benefit. City Premier covers it. Even some cards with no annual fee provide this perk. You might be thinking, well, I do not have any fancy travel cards. But here is what surprises people. Many basic rewards cards include this benefit buried in the fine print. Call the number on the back of your credit card today and simply ask. Say, does my card include TSA PreCheck or Global Entry Fee reimbursement? That one phone call could save you nearly $80. If you are a military veteran, your situation is even better. Active duty members of all armed forces branches automatically receive TSA PreCheck benefits for free. No application required, no fee. Your Department of Defense ID number serves as your known traveler number. You simply enter it when booking flights, and the PreCheck indicator appears on your boarding pass. The second method involves something called Clear Plus. Now, Clear is a separate company that offers biometric identity verification at airports. Your fingerprint or iris scan confirms who you are, which lets you skip the document check portion of security. A Clear Plus membership costs $209 per year, which sounds expensive until you understand the bundle deal. When you sign up for Clear Plus through their TSA PreCheck bundle, they refund you the entire TSA PreCheck enrollment fee. You pay $209 total and receive both services. The TSA PreCheck portion is valid for 5 years. The Clear Plus portion renews annually. For frequent flyers who want the absolute fastest airport experience, this combination is remarkable. You use Clear to bypass the ID verification line entirely, then TSA PreCheck to speed through the actual screening. Many travelers report going from curb to gate in under 15 minutes, even at the busiest airports. But wait, the Clear option gets even more interesting. Several credit cards reimburse the Clear Plus membership fee as well. The American Express Platinum covers the full $209 annually. The American Express Green Card provides the same benefit. If you have one of these cards, you could theoretically get both Clear Plus and TSA PreCheck for zero out-of-pocket cost. 5 years of TSA PreCheck and your first year of Clear completely free. The third method involves airline loyalty programs. Have you been collecting miles for years? Maybe you have points sitting in accounts you barely remember opening. Several programs allow you to redeem points directly for TSA PreCheck enrollment. Marriott Bonvoy members can use 25,000 points to cover the TSA PreCheck fee. United Mileage Plus members can redeem 11,000 miles. Some airline programs offer periodic promotions where the point requirements are reduced. If you have points approaching expiration or more points than you realistically plan to use, converting them to TSA PreCheck membership is a practical choice. You eliminate the cash expense entirely and put those accumulated rewards to good use. Speaking of things that can go wrong at airports, let me mention something that might help you. I put together a resource called the Airport Survival Guide, specifically for situations when travel does not go as planned. Delayed flights, canceled connections, lost baggage, denied boarding. It walks you through exactly what airlines are required to do for you and how to make sure you get the compensation you deserve. Many travelers do not know their rights, and airlines are not always forthcoming about what they owe you. If you want to be prepared for anything the airport throws at you, the link to that guide is pinned in the description below. Now let me explain the actual enrollment process because some people worry it will be complicated. It is not. The whole thing requires 2 simple steps spread across 2 days maximum. Step 1 happens online from your home. Visit the official TSA website at tsa.gov/precheck. You will complete a short application that asks for basic identifying information: your full legal name, your date of birth, your address, your citizenship status. This online portion takes approximately 5 minutes. You do not pay anything online. This is important. Any website asking for payment during the initial online application is not legitimate. Step 2 happens in person at an enrollment center. There are over 1,300 locations nationwide, many inside airports and many in office buildings throughout major cities. You can schedule an appointment or simply walk in during operating hours. During this visit, which takes about 10 minutes, an agent will verify your identity documents, collect your fingerprints, take your photograph, and accept your payment. That payment is where your credit card reimbursement comes into play. Within 3 to 5 days of completing enrollment, most applicants receive their known traveler number by email. Some applications take longer, up to 60 days in rare cases, but the vast majority are processed quickly. Once you have your number, you add it to your airline account and include it when booking future flights. The TSA PreCheck indicator will appear on your boarding passes, and you will have access to the expedited lanes. What documents should you bring to the enrollment appointment? The easiest option is an unexpired United States passport. If you have one, bring that and you are set. If you do not have a passport, bring a real ID-compliant driver license. As of May 2025, real ID requirements are being strictly enforced for domestic air travel, so your license should already be compliant. If your name has changed since your documents were issued, bring original or certified copies showing the name change. Marriage certificates or court orders work for this purpose. Let me address a question I receive frequently. Is TSA PreCheck actually worth it if you only fly once or twice per year? My honest answer is yes, especially for elderly travelers, and especially if you can get it free through one of the methods I described. Think about what the standard security experience involves. Arriving at the airport stressed about time, waiting in a line that might be 15 minutes or might be an hour depending on the day, removing shoes, which requires balance and bending, removing laptops, which requires reaching into bags, separating liquids, which requires remembering the rules, placing everything in bins, which requires lifting, walking through scanners, which might require additional screening, collecting items, which requires keeping track of multiple bins, putting shoes back on, which requires balance again, reorganizing your bag, which requires time and attention. Now compare that to the TSA PreCheck experience. Walk up to the dedicated lane, place your bag on the belt, walk through the metal detector, collect your bag, continue to your gate. The entire process mirrors walking through a doorway. For anyone dealing with mobility challenges, chronic pain, or simply the normal effects of aging, eliminating all those extra physical tasks makes travel dramatically more enjoyable. The membership costs approximately $78 and lasts 5 years. That breaks down to less than $16 per year or about $1.30 per month. If you fly twice a year, you are paying roughly $8 per trip for a completely transformed security experience. And if you qualify for free enrollment through your credit card, that $8 becomes $0. There is one more option I want to mention that some travelers overlook. Global Entry is a separate program that provides expedited customs processing when returning to the United States from international trips. It costs $120 for 5 years. Here is the key detail that makes Global Entry interesting. It automatically includes full TSA PreCheck benefits. So if you ever travel internationally, getting Global Entry instead of standalone TSA PreCheck makes sense. You pay a bit more, but receive both international expedited customs and domestic expedited security. The same credit cards that reimburse TSA PreCheck typically reimburse Global Entry at the same or higher amounts. The Chase Sapphire Reserve covers up to $120, which handles the entire Global Entry fee. If your card covers the cost, and you take even one international trip during the 5-year membership period, Global Entry delivers more value than TSA PreCheck alone. Before I close, let me warn you about a scam that specifically targets elderly travelers applying for TSA PreCheck. There are numerous fraudulent websites that appear in search results when you look for TSA PreCheck enrollment information. These fake sites often charge additional processing fees of $30 to $50 on top of the legitimate enrollment fee. Some collect your personal information and payment without ever submitting an actual application. Others process your payment but provide nothing in return. The legitimate TSA PreCheck enrollment process only happens through websites ending in .gov or through the official enrollment providers, Clear, IDEMIA, and Telos. Never pay for TSA PreCheck enrollment on any website that does not meet these criteria. If someone contacts you claiming your application has a problem and requests additional payment, it is a scam. TSA does not contact applicants this way. If you are helping a parent, grandparent, or elderly friend apply for TSA PreCheck, double-check that they are using official channels. Seniors are frequently targeted by these scams because fraudsters know older adults are less likely to recognize suspicious websites. I want to share one more important detail that many travelers miss. TSA Cares is a free service specifically designed to help passengers with disabilities, medical conditions, and elderly travelers who need additional assistance at security checkpoints. If you have concerns about the screening process, whether due to medical devices, mobility equipment, or any other special circumstance, you can contact TSA Cares at least 72 hours before your flight. They will coordinate with the airport to ensure you receive appropriate accommodations. This service exists specifically to help people who might otherwise find airport security overwhelming or inaccessible. Another tip that frequent senior travelers swear by involves timing your enrollment strategically. If you have a credit card that renews its TSA PreCheck benefit every 4 years, pay attention to those dates. Some travelers coordinate their enrollment or renewal to maximize the overlap between their PreCheck membership and their credit card benefit cycle. This ensures you never pay out of pocket for the program across multiple renewal periods. For those of you traveling with grandchildren, here is something wonderful to know. Children 17 and under can accompany a TSA PreCheck member through the expedited lane for free. They do not need their own membership. As long as the child is traveling with you and the PreCheck indicator appears on their boarding pass, they walk through the dedicated lane right alongside you. This makes family travel significantly easier and eliminates the frustration of being separated at security while your grandchildren wait in the regular line. So let me bring everything together. TSA PreCheck transforms the airport security experience from stressful and physically demanding to quick and simple. For elderly travelers, the benefits go beyond convenience. They address real concerns about balance, mobility, and comfort. The program costs $78 to $85 depending on enrollment provider, and membership lasts 5 years. But multiple legitimate methods exist to get enrolled without paying that fee. Check your existing credit cards for reimbursement benefits. Call the number on the back and ask directly. Consider the Clear Plus bundle if you want maximum speed and your credit card covers the cost. Look at your airline loyalty program points for redemption options. If you are a military veteran or active duty, you already have access at no cost. The enrollment process requires a 5-minute online application followed by a 10-minute in-person visit. Within days, you receive your known traveler number and begin enjoying expedited screening on every future flight. One phone call to your credit card company could start this process today. That call takes 2 minutes. The in-person enrollment takes 10 minutes. In exchange, you receive 5 years of easier, faster, more comfortable travel through every airport you visit. If this video helped you understand how to get TSA PreCheck free, please share it with someone who could benefit. A friend, a family member, anyone who travels and deserves to know these options exist. Most people simply do not have this information, and sharing it costs nothing but could significantly improve their travel experience. Hit the subscribe button if you want more practical travel information delivered directly to you. I release new videos regularly covering everything from passenger rights to airline policies to the specific tips that make flying easier for everyone, especially those of us who have been traveling for a few more decades than most. I am Captain Jake. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found value in this information, I genuinely appreciate you watching until the end. Travel should be enjoyable at every age, and I hope these tips help make your next airport experience significantly better. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.